Okay, so I'll just record this one now. This will be the backtesting session that we are gonna be doing now. And I'll just focus on good setups. And yeah, let's just try. Let's call it AX model premium. Start with 100k NQ. And which date? Okay, let's just do this. So first of all, we got our 1 hour chart over here, and we got our 4 hour chart here. So let's firstly go over the bias. I'll be looking at the 4 hour chart to see what is going on. So right now, it's in hindsight, it's looking pretty bearish. And why is that? Let me tell you when I'm done marking these up. Well, as you can clearly see right here, we are disrespecting this 4 hour gap right here, and respecting this bearish 4 hour gap right here. 1 hour chart, we did tap into a 1 hour gap, but we'll see if that matters the later we come into the session. So let's play price for a bit. Oh wait, I need to get to New York session real quick. Okay. Alright, so looks like we are still respecting this 1 hour gap right here, which tells me the price is still bearish. But we'll see. Do we have any narratives? We already touched the 15-minute gap right here. I'm sorry, confirmations. We are also inside a 15-minute gap. See if we get a... Okay, so this... this would not be a good trade. And why is that? Because we are kind of like... We are kind of like in between two fair value gaps right here. So if you're really confident in your bias, you could take this trade, but I would probably not. It would probably work, but I mean, yeah, it would just be a gamble. Okay, so we close this 15-minute gap. Let's see if we get a entry at some point here. Wow, this is pretty bad PA. Now this trade right here, this could be like a decent retracement play. So basically what I would look for is just to rebalance this inefficiency right here from the 3-minute. But I mean, it's kind of a whack play. I mean, it's not the biggest target. But if we truly are bullish in this case, I don't think we are. We can always try to just aim for like a 1-to-1, so I'll try that. Okay, so let's see, we swept this low inside this fair value gap right here. We are delivering from this fair value gap right here. This would be like a pattern trade because we are pretty much, you know, oh wait, this is a shit trade. We're inside a 15-minute fair value gap. I'm just gonna close this. This is AS. Didn't realize that. That was our break even. I would much rather look for a short or something here. We did have a 3-minute short up here. Didn't pay attention. Okay, this is just brutal. Let's go to the next one. This is insanely bad PA. Alright, so 4 hour. Still bearish on the 4 hour. But we do, however, have this drawn liquidity right here. How's the 1 hour looking? 1 hour is looking pretty bearish. How about the 15-minute? I'm sorry, bullish. 15-minute also looking very bullish. We're just gonna have to play price here. Whoops. So we do have this, we actually have this 2 minute. I would much rather see that. Okay, so let's see what we did here. We have this, would be our drawn liquidity is high inside of Fabelica. Swept out all these liquidity points right here. See if we are delivering out of any sort of Fabelica. We have our narrative built around this 1 hour gap right here. And we are delivering from this 5-minute gap right here, right? Oh, okay, we invested one, but okay, so this is, I mean, we're not really delivering out of anything, so this would just be an A setup, but I would still try it because we got a pretty good drawn liquidity, and right now a rebalance would be pretty good for the price. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Okay, and that's TP. So now, if we truly think that we are bullish, we are now inside a 15-minute gap. Okay, not anymore. Now we are inside a 15-minute gap. So here, you could probably be looking for shorts. I got the short right there. I want to be looking at the highest time frame, the 3-minute. So you could take this 3-minute right here. We can try this one now inside of 5 minutes. Oops. And this could be our break even. Actually, this could honestly just be TP. I don't see why price would move any further down, but we can always try to leave a runner as I teach you. So let's just go over this trade real quick. We are delivering from our narrative built around this trade is that we are inside this big ass 4-hour fair gap right here. We are respecting this, so this is our confirmation, and we swept out this liquidity right here, and we got our targets as like the fair value gap. Because why? Because we know it moves like a magnet. I mean, it's like attracted to it. So yeah, I would probably take most of it here and then just leave a runner. So let's see. Okay, so this would be obviously TP1 because we don't know how price is going to react after touching this fair value gap right here. So take like 75% off. And for funsies, just leave a runner. It'll probably just hit my break even now, but we'll see. Yep, exactly. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Oh, okay. Oh shit, we got news or what? Is this CPI? No, it's NFP. Okay. So obviously here we are not respecting these gaps anymore, as well as the 1 hour. So this is looking pretty bearish. In this case right here, we are building our narrative around holding this fair value gap right here and disrespecting these fair value gaps over here. In this case right here, we also have a 15-minute gap we could take entries from. If it comes to that, we'll see at market open what it does. Is this market open? That was a weak market open. 10 a.m. news. Okay, we touched the 15 minutes. Swept out this low. Ooh, this is perfect. Look, okay. So we build our narrative on that we are respecting bullish PD arrays. We want to find out confirmation within a 15-minute or 5-minute. In this case, this is a 15-minute. What would have? Yeah, and we are not really in premium. I'm sorry, discount. If we touch this line right here, we would have been discount. So maybe price could also go rebalance that before giving the perfect entry. But and what would our target be here? It would obviously be the magnet, the 5-minute gap right here. And we can hold a runner for this high right here. Yeah. This is pretty like V-shape. This is like a V-shape recovery, as you can see right here. Bang, bang, V-shape. So pretty good trade. This should work. Should probably have gone break even at some point. No, okay. That's our 5-minute fair value gap right here. And let's take 75% off and leave the runner for fancies. So the fancies are just cooking me. We should probably just target this in real time. I mean, I take more than 75% off and then leave a runner. Kinda depends. So this right here, would this be a good trade? We rebalance the inefficiency again. But we did never sweep this. I mean, unless we have an SMT with this would be a good trade, but we don't. So Probably had an SMT. That's my bet. How about this one? Nope, this would not be a good trade. We actually had a great trade over here. This 1 minute right here is kind of good. But it never hit TP, so I mean that sucks. Let's try the next session. Let's see. 4 hour. Let's have the 4 hour swept. Hey. It's looking bullish. We are building our narrative around this favorable gap right here. We are respecting it. The 15 minute, we enter the 15 minute. Obviously respecting it. Gotta wait for market open. Ooh. Okay, so this is like kinda a risky play right here because market opened 4 minutes ago, but I mean it's just a reaction from this 15 minute gap. Plus we also stripped this low inside the 15 minute gap. I would probably take this. Leave like a hard stop under this and target. This would be our break even obviously, but our target would be probably, we got a 4 unfilled gap over here. Sorry, 1 hour. Okay, so with this trace, either it just goes straight to my stop loss, or it plays out. That's break even. This is probably a break even, right? No. Okay. So in this case, just because we are like targeting such a high favorable gap, you should probably just have a fixed risk to reward at like a 2-1. That's the 2-1, so probably take 75, because we are not trying to catch like fucking 100 risk to reward ratios. We are like targeting what fits for us and fits for the model's win rate. So, and 2 risk to reward is pretty good, and also just 1-1 is pretty good. It's really up to you. Let's see if it wants to rebalance the inefficiency. This is a long ass trade. And it hit the break even. So honestly, sometimes you should just go for fixed risk to reward. I mean, I do that most of the times. Let's see if it wants to keep pumping. Oh, also no bad trades. Okay, I'm gonna go one more session right here and then we are done. So let's look at the 4 kind of bullish. We're expecting this favorable gap right here. 1 hour. Oh, this is chubby. There's some shit PA right here. What day is it? Tuesday. Okay, this is going to be fun. So keep in mind that we are pretty bullish. Okay. In this case, we build our narrative around that we are bullish on the 1 hour, 4 hour. We're still respecting. We're actually inside a 1 hour gap right here. I really don't like how long it took for us to close this favorable gap right here. Oh, we also inside a 2 minute. I will wait for the 2 minutes. Yeah, okay, we closed our 2 minute right here. We are closing our 2 minute pretty far, so I would probably make a hard stop. Like, look here on the low right here. This would be break even, because we don't know what price would do after sweeping this high inside this fair value. And our target could be, yeah, this high. This is also high inside of fair value gap, so pretty good target. But let's just, in this case, I would probably just go for a fixed 2-to-1. Why? Because this high right here could be protected. Look, we never reswept it right here, so this could easily be a rejection block. Yeah, 100%. Let's go for fixed 2-to-1. Break even. And TP. Let's see if it's a, yeah, that's a pretty fucking heavy rejection block right here. So I didn't go over rejection blocks actually in my basics, but basically a rejection block is somewhere, okay, so this high right here, we're looking at this high right here, this 930 high right here. What did the 930 high do? It swept this high inside of a value, right? After that, we got like this enormous wick on it, as you can see. What did the next candle do? It did not touch this high at all. So now this would be considered a rejection block. I don't really use it that much, but it's like market experience and just ICT in general. I don't. That's why I didn't teach you guys, but now you know what it is. You can also call it a protected high or whatever, but you should not target this and you should not like trade out of it. Some people like to top tick from it, like do this, do this, do this. But that's not the way I trade, so this is like Powell or something. But let's see if it wants to take it eventually. Got another one right here. This would just be a weird trade. Why? Because why didn't it just distribute us higher over here? But we can try it. This would be the last trade. And our, oh, we also inside a big 5 minute. That's dumb. Don't take this trade. We could get a shot instead. Oh wow. Well, that worked out perfectly fine. And we swept out the high. Nice. Nah, that's not really that good. If this was a good long right here, we would have swept this out, but it probably, I mean. Okay. Close here. Wow. Oh my god, why did it take so long to close? So, also want to give you this. This is also some source. When you see a accumulation right here, and you get like a manipulation inside it, inside a fair value gap, in this case 15 minutes, and you get an IFVG with good momentum, also very good, very good. You gotta like incorporate this, but don't look. I mean, you gotta know it, but very good. In this case, we don't really have any good targets. We just know that we are extremely bullish. Could aim for this high inside this fair value gap, but it would probably not hit. Oh wow, it's so far. 100 points. That's not going to take us there. No, at least not today. So in this case I would probably just go for the consolidation high, hard stop down here. Break even at this high. Come on. That's break even. And that's break even. Okay, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So there was no distribution. We can safely assume. Ooh. Based on momentum, this could work out. I mean, this is like kind of the same scenario. The only bad thing about this is we didn't sweep this, but 100% this will work out just based off momentum. Oh, they got fucked. Okay. Okay. Let's say we get this inversion right here. Do you think I would take it? No. Not now at least. But other than that, I would not have taken it because we created this high inside this fair value gap as well. So we don't know where price would go after that. Let me give. Okay, one more session. This will be the last session. So for we still got some fair value gaps. Probably wants to rebalance this for 1 hour pretty bearish. Oh, this is interesting. It has moved so much. So New York session will probably be S in my experience. Okay, this is brutal. Okay, this is pretty insane. Could get a shot from here, low key. I wanted to build a little bit more structure, probably. Did I invest this? No. It's at 30 seconds. Damn. Oh, we also got a 5 minute. Now it touched the 5 minute, so now this would probably just be a good long. This is our break even, because this is the first fair value gap, obviously. That's break even. And that's break even, that sucks. Now we got a little bit more structure and we still have an untapped fair value gap right here. So this long could honestly work out. Okay. So price obviously need to rebalance. We swept this high inside a fair value gap, swept Asia London, delivering from a 1 hour gap. I would still like say this is like kind of a gamble, but I mean it looks alright. Rebalance. Let's see if it wants to rebalance all the way down to this fair value gap. And we could leave a runner for EQ. let's see. I have a feeling it's gonna consolidate as soon as I enter. This is our break even. That's already break even. That's crazy. And TP1. Let's go for 50% here actually. Oh hell no. We're going for 75. Leaving a runner for EQ. And come on, bang. Okay, insane. You get the point. I only take good trades, by the way. So yeah, I think this this is probably going to be my this is probably going to be my the end. How long have I been recording? 31 minutes. Okay, that's not that bad. I thought I've been recording for longer, but like now you really got the jit or whatever it's called. I mean, I explained why I took the trades, I explained why it was good, I explained why it was bad, some of them, and why I didn't take. Wait, did we even lose a trade on this? No, we didn't. God damn. And look, the average risk to reward, I mean, it's not fucking 10 or something, but it's 1.63, and that's ideal, man. I mean, it's good. How many break evens did we get? 4 break even trades. That's alright. So yeah, I mean, go backtest yourself. Do something, and yeah, this is what I look for every single day in the market. I mean, we got the AX model, we got the AX model continuation model, we got the AX model reversal model, and that was basically what I was focusing on in this trading session. But I was just focusing on good trades, to be honest, in this session. But next session, I think I would be only focusing on continuations. So yeah, I mean, this is just beautiful. Yeah, this will be the end of it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll take my little Cinny Dinny here, and then I'll see you in the next one.